This is a beautiful card. Isn't it so pretty? Oh my gosh. I really, really like it a lot. Hello daydreamers, this is Catalina from daydreamingtoreality.com, and today we are gonna be making cards with the Cricut Joy. I'm very excited to bring this tutorial to you. If you haven't checked my other videos about the Cricut Joy and like the first impressions and first projects, make sure to check them out. And if you have and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, give it a thumbs up so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Before we go to Cricut Design Space and show you all of the steps you have to do so you can make cards with the Cricut Joy, let's have a little chat about them. How about that? With Cricut Joy, a whole new system of how to make cards came to life. First, we have the insert cards. I'll explain this in a second. And then we also have the card mat. It is just very interesting the way it works. The card has a protective sheet that you remove and that you should always keep on hand. Don't get rid of this, otherwise this will get dirty and icky, especially if you have puppies or cats. So you always have to keep it on hand. And then when you remove it, this part is sticky, and then you can open it like this. And this is where you insert the card. And it's so creative. I love it. And now we have the box that I just showed you. Those are called insert cards. So this little package comes with 12 cards, 12 inserts, and 12 envelopes. And the price that I got them at, it was $7. And can I just talk about the price real quick? Do you think this is expensive or affordable? I think it's affordable. I've seen at the, like at Target or whenever you want to get a card, a really beautiful card, you have to pay $4, $5 sometimes, $7, $8. Like, come on, you people, it's a card. But, they're expensive. And just to know that with the Cricut Joy and the card insert, like a little starting pack, you can make unlimited cards. Okay, no, you gotta keep buying those. It's amazing, right? So the way it works is that you got the card and then the insert card, and then the Cricut will cut this area, and then you will kind of like reveal or add pop color with the insert card, right? And the way it works is that, on the card mat, you insert it right here like this. Let me show you. You insert it like this, and then you bring it to the top, and then you stick it. And it's as easy as that. It really is. With the cards, you can also write, and the Cricut Joy comes with a pen, but you can also buy other pens, other colors, your favorite ones. They have in glitter, gel, everything. Again, go check that first video. Let's go to Cricut Design Space and see all of the steps you have to do to make your beautiful card. We are in Cricut Design Space now, and I'm gonna create a new project. You can also make cards with your own paper and not using Cricut's card inserts. And we're gonna cover that in another video, but today I just wanna focus on the things that you can do with the new Cricut Joy products. So let's go to projects actually. In your machine, your Cricut Joy comes with a couple of free projects. In fact, a lot of projects, free projects. So you go to projects, then you go free for Cricut Joy. And then look at all the things you have here. You have Happy Easter. And look at all these cards that you can do. After looking at all of the cards, I'm just going with best wishes. And look what I just noticed. Usually you have the opportunity to customize your card or customize a project with your Cricut, but apparently you can't do it, you know, with these sort of projects. I don't know if that will ever change, but that's just what it is. So we're gonna click on Make It. I kind of get it what they do it so people don't make mistakes and ruin their cards. Let's start looking how we have to do it. We have the card mat, and I am going to put the paper in here. Let's close this real quick. I'm going to put the paper right here. You have to put it all over the corner like this, and then you close it. And then make sure everything's sticking in there. Now I'm gonna click on continue. And for the material, I am going to select insert cardstock. Cricut comes with this black pen, but you have to be very careful of the type of paper you're using, because if you write with a black pen in here, that will just look ugly, or you wouldn't be able to even see it. So first we have to install the pen. It calls for the pink pen, but I'm actually gonna use a silver one. Something that I like to do before I do a project with pens is make sure that ink is coming out, and it is. I'm going to remove the cutest, tiniest blade ever and insert the Cricut pen. Remember that they have to be Cricut Joy pens. Now that my pen is installed, I am going to load the mat. And it just detects it like right when you have the mat there. When you have everything set in place, you have to go and click go from Design Space. It is so simple. My machine is done drawing, so I'm gonna remove the pen and install the fine point blade. And then when it's installed, you click on go in Design Space. Now I'm going to unload the mat. You have to unload it from Design Space too. And look at it. Doesn't it look so pretty? Look at that silver. What we're going to do is to just lift it up very carefully. And you're going to see that all the pieces that... Let me do it like this actually. I mean, you want to be careful because you don't want to ruin your card, especially when your mat is so sticky when it's new. Usually I like bending the mat to remove, but this has very intricate cuts and is very thick, and you cannot really bend the mat without doing maybe some damage, and we don't want to damage anything. So I'm going to be using the spatula just to help lift up some stuff from the mat. And there you go, it already let go. So here's kind of like leftover of the thing, and now here is the card. There's still a little cut in here. So I'm going to set this aside, make sure that everything goes well. This is very intricate, so you have to be very careful the way you remove it from the mat. And then the insert goes in here, and you don't need glue, you don't need anything. This is a beautiful card. Isn't it so pretty? Oh my gosh. I really, really like it a lot. Now I really want to write inside of it. And You saw that I couldn't edit this project in Cricut Design Space, so I'm just gonna have to write some text and then write inside it, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm here in Cricut Design Space and I'm gonna add some text for my card. Now this text has to be smaller than the card itself, right? Because it has to fit in it. So I'm just gonna type on text and I'm gonna write something simple. If you're writing the card, it should be something personal for someone you love, but since this is a tutorial, I'm just going to write whatever comes to mind. I'm gonna add this and then I'm gonna center. And now I'm gonna resize it. I'm gonna have it to be 3.7. inches. And then I'm going to change the fonts for another writing font, something that looks a little bit, something a little bit more fun. Like this font, awesome. Perfect. I'm also going to write text here that says happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I'm gonna add a little heart. And I'm gonna change the line time to cut, draw. The line time to draw. And then I'm gonna put it right here. Now I'm going to align everything center horizontally. Perfect. And I'm going to attach it so it stays in one place. And I'm going to make sure it I'm going to make sure the card is, I'm going to make sure the size fits in it. Now I'm going to resize so this text fits in my card. So the insert cards are 4.25 by 5.5, but we just don't want to write right on the edge. We want to write in the center. I'm going to have the width 4.7. That looks good to me. And then I'm gonna click on make it. Now here, I'm gonna choose how to do the project. And the mat that I'm gonna use is the card mat, and I'm gonna click on done. Now I have to choose the size I'm using. So for this, I'm gonna be using this card, the 4.25 by 5.5, right? And I'm going to move this text so it's nice and centered when my Cricut Joy goes and writes on it. We don't want to write in the corner, right? Perfect. Now, let's click on continue. And I'm going to, we gotta make sure that we write on this side. So I'm gonna fold the card like this. And then I'm gonna insert it right here. So just take your time. In fact, next time I would rather start by writing inside the card and then doing the front cut. Now I'm gonna make sure that it adheres to the front. And then let's do the card. How about that? So let's select for material, insert cardstock. And I didn't change the pen for silver. When I'm using just one pen, I only do black, the default one. And I'm going to feed the machine, the mat to the machine. Perfect. Now let's click on go on the InDesign space. Now it's going to write. It does take a while for the Cricut to write the whole thing. That's the only thing I don't like about writing with Cricut is that it takes a long time. Okay, not a long time, but more than if you were writing it. Now I'm going to unload the mat and let's see our card. Here's our nice card. Now I'm going to move my Cricut Joy and let's just see it all the way there. Let's put the insert card in there. And there you have it. That is so cute. Gosh, it looks like it just came out of a store. Anyone that gets that card is for sure going to keep it, don't you think? So what do you guys think? We just made this beautiful card using the Cricut Joy and the card mat. And I gotta say that I really like the result. Isn't that so pretty? There are so many things coming there. I'm sure there's gonna be more variety of cards as well. And I can't wait to see what you do with your new Cricut Joy. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description so I can see the things you do with your Cricut Joy. Also, I'm going to have an article about this particular tutorial with more examples and more cards. And on the next video, I'm going to teach you how to make cards on your own, not using the templates, but using Cricut's images or your own images, and also using your own paper, because although I love this, I also like the freedom of using the own materials. I have my own paper. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. See you on my next tutorial. Bye.